The Turkish president, Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, has tried to smooth over his diplomatic row with New Zealand by saying Jacinda Ardern's empathy after the deadly mosque attacks in Christchurch was an example to the world. Erdoğan has been accused of exploiting the attack in his local election campaign by screening video footage of the assault at his rallies, and claiming the killings were not the work of a single gunman. At a rally in Çanakkale, Erdoğan invoked the Gallipoli campaign against Anzac troops in the First World War, saying anyone who went to Turkey for anti-Muslim reasons would be returned in coffins as their grandfathers had been. His spokesman said he had been quoted out of context. New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister, Winston Peters, is in Istanbul for an Organisation of Islamic Cooperation meeting, and Ardern has asked him to demand an explanation from Erdoğan, and hold substantial talks. Peters said, "I certainly intend to put New Zealand's record as being an innocent party to an act of a foreigner in our country." But in his speech to the OIC meeting, Erdoğan tried to end the dispute by thanking the people and authorities of New Zealand for their sensitivity and determination against the attack, saying the Prime Minister personally had been an example to world leaders. "I would like to thank the government, especially the Prime Minister, on behalf of myself, my country and my organization for their determined stance against the event. The reaction, and the empathy on display, should be an example to all world leaders." He added, "We must not let this brutal act of terrorism go into oblivion." Erdoğan criticized populist politicians who he said encouraged attacks on Muslims and refugees. He said, "Politicians who pave themselves the road to power by alienating Muslims and creating enemies out of refugees must pull themselves together."